Welcome to P3 Radio.
The monkey only dances as good as the guy grinding the organ handle.
Brother.
I fly, bro. That is never stopping.
Truck goes to Dwayne.
Cool story, bro.
Footy pajamas.
Hey, genius, it's 2 p.m. Central.
PG3 Radio.
Here's your host, Josh Friday,
Get him off pig, Freddy.
Get him off big.
Richard Mullican.
And as I put you down, my pants ripped.
It's showtime! It's showtime! It's showtime!
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of P3 Radio. I'm Rich Mullican, joined by my co-host. He is the peanut butter to my jelly. He's the 1983 Mr. Dixie Youth Grand Champion and best friend, Josh Bradley. Say hey, Josh.
I thought you were going to hit me with that heat of peanut butter on my balls, breaking all the laws. Or something to that effect.
I guess if you put peanut butter on your balls, it's only for one thing. It's for an animal to
For a
lick it
dog.
off. Or a dog. I mean, if you want to get species specific.
Pacific.
PCs specific.
PCs of the Pacific.
You know.
Motherfucker.
But any animal that loves peanut butter,
yeah.
I feel like you're breaking a law.
You know, it
Either
could be
way.
a rat,
Yeah, it could be.
a marsupial,
If you want to get the Black Plague.
a caterpillar.
I feel like that was all about the Black Plague, right? It wasn't that the fleas come off the rats. They were letting them lick peanut butter off their balls.
I mean,
And
that was a
then they had
time-
like, oh, my left arm fell off.
listen, that was
Is
a
that
time,
leprosy? Am I getting my plagues mixed
I don't know, but that was a time where there was a lot of non-cleanliness, you know what I mean? Like, people just
Yeah.
didn't take showers every day, so
That's gross,
the rats
right?
were going for that Famunda cheese. They wanted that cheese. You know how them rats are.
Yeah.
It's all making sense now.
Have you ever killed a rat with your bare hands?
No, but I seen my old man go against one.
Go against one. That
Wiffle ball bat.
Hold on.
Tidy
That
whities.
that
He was going to whoop that
That
ass.
That I can't think of the word. I want to say that ensues. That means there was a confrontation. Like the rat might have gotten slightly the better of him at some point.
Well, no,
when you said they went at it.
Yes, because that trap that we had bought a trap before. I've talked about this within the last year, I think.
Yeah, probably.
But we had bought a trap.
Yeah.
And it wasn't big enough. Like, it would set it off.
It just pissed
and then
it off.
He would just, like, get his head out of it and steal the food.
So
Like,
your dad
he
in
was
tidy
he
whities.
was a full-grown man rat.
Did your dad
and-
still wear tidy whiteys?
I don't fucking know. How would I know
Well,
that?
I mean, at the time he wore tidy whiteys.
Definitely. That's
But he
what I
was
saw.
Just dick and balls falling out of it.
No, I just seen.
There ain't
I-
enough tight or white to hold that man's package.
I only seen it from the back because he ran through the fucking house whenever he heard a rustling in the back of it.
Yeah.
We lived in a shotgun house, so it didn't take him long to get to it. And he was on the way. He grabbed my wiffle ball bat
Yeah.
because I guess he thought, well, that son of a bitch ain't getting away. If
Right.
this trap ain't going to hold him, I'm going to get him.
With a
And dude-
wiffle ball bat.
Well, I guess he was just
Sting the hell out of him.
he was just going to probably whoop him till the son of a bitch quit moving. And just, you know what I mean? He was probably drunk too, so he could have just fucking waylaid on him
Right.
for like an hour. He got that drunk power.
You're just sitting over there crying, stop, it's dead already.
And you can hear it.
It's like standing up trying to throw lefts and rights.
Every time I hear something that sounds like a rat hissing, I piss my pants now.
You know, I said something about your dad's tidy whities not being
Either
able-
way, the story ends. We bought the world's largest fucking rat trap I'd ever seen in my life.
Killed my little dog, Sparky.
And one day it was in the pantry, and
Yeah.
one day we're sitting there, and I think this was even before I went to school.
Yeah.
So I was like probably 4 years old, 3 or 4.
Oh, I was like 6, 7 in the morning.
well, no, I was like
before
3 or
you
4
were old enough to go
Old
to
enough
school.
to go, yeah.
Gotcha.
And we're just sitting there in the middle of the day, and it sounded like a goddamn gunshot went off. I'm serious. It was like the loudest pop I'd heard at that point. And it was that goddamn big ass trap going off, and it made mouse or rat brains go all over that goddamn pantry, dude. It was fucking crazy. It was amazing.
I've done that before where I've set a rat trap and it like pulled away a little quicker than what it was supposed to, and it caught it around the brain, and you do that little thing where you're like, poor little feller.
Yeah. Hate it had
Poor
to be you, but it
poor
can't be none of y'all.
We were so infested with rats we weren't. I was back after my grandmother passed away. At the house we lived in, there was so many entry points for for mice to get in.
Right.
Like, it's 100 and something years old. You couldn't not have a mouse get in there if you had any food. And I remember I walked into the living room and I saw my chip bag that was rolled up. Like, I had rolled it up, like moving. And I went and got a broom and I beat the shit out of those ruffles.
Oh, shit.
And
They had more than Regis then.
I opened it up and I'm like I opened it like really careful, like it was a fucking bomb, thinking that thing was going to jump out at me. Like, you son of a bitch.
Dude.
He hit me with a broom. It was just dead, laying against a ruffle. It's like, oh, Jesus.
Was it a rat or a mouse?
It was a mouse. I never had rats.
Yeah.
We only had mice.
This son of a bitch was a rat.
Oh, really?
That's what I'm saying. Like, we didn't have a big enough
Damn near a
trap.
possum.
Seriously. My dad said that was the biggest fucking rat he'd ever seen. And
He's taking deep breaths, has scratches on his shoulder,
Dude.
holding a wiffle ball bat.
that fucking rat was... He carried a wallet, dude. Like, he was legit.
Yeah, had an ID.
Yes.
He had a family that's missing him. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a full-grown man rat. Like, legit. And we knew it was a big son of a bitch because it went, like, our pantry door was one way one day.
Yeah.
And then within like 3 or 4 days, we started seeing chunks of it missing at the bottom. That son of a bitch ate a hole in the door to get to the food
In
in
less
the
than a
pantry.
day.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe 3 days' time, he had a big enough hole
Yeah.
to where he could get. It was just one.
And weird, y'all didn't even notice he was there. He was like a roommate that stops by and he's like, oh, they left the door shut. Okay, well, let me just gnaw my way through the bottom here.
Dude, it was and we never fixed the door, so I always remember that fucking rat.
Did
the
you
whole
ever
time
get-
I lived there.
Did you ever have PTSD
What?
as you were younger? Like, you were like barefoot walking through the kitchen going,
No,
is a rat going to walk through here?
No, I thought it was hilarious because my dad, all I seen was just tighty-whitey ass running through my room with wiffle ball bat
Yeah.
and him banging around. He didn't get him that time. He was
All right.
really pissed.
So I got to put this out there.
If that ain't country, I'll kiss your ass.
And this is for me. I remember being like elementary school aged, and
So between 5 and 10.
yes, between 5 and 15. Don't make me a genius. Don't try to paint me in a picture where I'm not stupid. I remember there was a day where my grandmother started yelling, "Richard, get in here!" I want to say it was after my grandpa passed. So it was just me and my grandmother in the house. So,
Yeah.
You'd
You'd be like 10 years old.
7th grade, something like that.
Yeah.
She called me in there, and they had put out rat poison. Well, when I say they had put it out, they had put it on the hot water heater in the back room, like in big bulk like package. Like,
Yeah.
And they're like looking at me like, "Don't touch that now. Don't you touch it. That's rat poison."
Don't eat it.
And then I would
little
notice,
fatty.
I would notice as I was a kid that pile of rat poison would just like slowly disintegrate. Well, one day my grandmother yelled at me, "Get in here," and I come in there, and there's this mouse looking drunk as fuck, walking in the doorway of my kitchen in the old bedroom, my grandmother's old room.
Yeah.
Like where from the fridge to the stove. And as well as I do, the fridge to the stove was just a doorway's width.
Yeah.
And that motherfucker, like, my grandmother called me when the mouse was out there, and it was trying to make it from the fridge to the stove, like behind it. Mm-hmm. And she called me, and I had time to pause my game, run in there, and see this drunk-ass mouse, like, weaving and wobbling, trying to get to, and he didn't know which way he was going. And she's like, "Get it. So I grabbed a broom and beat the fuck out of that thing. And I felt bad because, I don't like killing things.
But
my grandmother's telling me to do it.
How'd
It's
you
like,
know when it was done?
When I ejaculated.
That's when I was done.
And my grandmother's like, "I think it's dead." I was like, "It ain't dead yet.
You
I need you to go in the other room for a minute, Memo."
You ain't supposed to be playing with your pecker while you're doing that now.
But, I mean, that makes you a man. So I'm going to walk away. You do what you need to do. I have a lot of respect for you.
You've got 13 seconds.
Yeah. That's all you need.
Well, you need.
In my experience, that's more than double what you need.
Well, you need about 18 seconds. 13 for the nut, 2 to pull your britches down, 2.5 pull them up. I don't know how long that is.
I'll
but-
give you 10 more to clean your mouth up when you're done. I'm assuming it's going to have sperm and mouth brains everywhere. No, I mean,
No, they're wrong. We'll holler him out and use him like a dick sock.
I feel like my grandmother grew up like in a barn area.
Yeah.
Like she was
Well, she had a horse
self-proclaimed-
injury.
Yeah, I mean, she had all kinds of injuries. She raced horses as a kid. She was in a lot better shape. It was before 7 kids took their toll on her.
Yeah.
She was in. I'm hoping she was thinner. I mean, the fattest jockey. The horse is running because it's like,
She was
if
in
I
last
finish
place
this
all the
race,
time.
this bitch will get off my back. No, my grandmother weighed a solid like 290 when she died, maybe. But she was only like 5'6", 5'5", 5'6", something like that. So she was a big woman. But like when she raced horses, 5'6", 5'7",
She was probably a lot skinnier.
Probably like 120 pounds. She was probably good at it. You
Yeah.
know? But I mean, I imagine that she has killed things before. I imagine she's taken a chicken and just strangled it and watched the
dude.
life drain out of its eyes.
It was normal to see death
Yeah.
and slaughter because, like, hell, your fucking family
we
field dressed a goddamn cow right there in
in the
Beavis.
middle of the they hung it from the tree. You can imagine, like, you know how we used to hang rope from trees?
Yeah.
We tied around
Yeah,
like a
you know,
basketball or
well,
football
oh.
and throw it around the tree. We'd throw it as high as we could, and then it would hook a small ass branch, and then we'd have to break that branch and get the rope down. But yeah, that's what I feel like they had to do. They had to put it on like a hook, throw it up there, and be like, "Shit, watch out!" Maybe we should get some kind of ladder. We gonna call the fire department in on this?
I think maybe we should just let the butcher do his job and buy it from the store.
No, the butcher's gonna charge us 10 cents a pound to do this.
I hit this cow out there on 40.
Nobody even knows we got it. I had to cut his ear off to get the tag off. But no, I feel like she's killed a few things in her life. I feel like her calling me to kill this mouse was one of those things like, this poor son of a bitch ain't never gonna get no pussy.
Unless I make him a man.
Yeah, I gotta make him mine. Gotta let him bust his chair and kill something. I guess she'd forgotten that
You
I
need that killer instinct.
so I guess what had happened is she had saw me when I was a kid, and my papa had like basically made me a sociopath because I was killing rat. Like after he drowned the rats in the rat trap.
No,
like,
Richard Lee, what you do is you put him under the water, and then you sing 1, 2, buckle my shoe until he stops moving.
Right.
And then you pull him out,
Yep.
and you get his friend, do it again.
Then you piss on their bodies. It's like, wait, what? But like I was getting pretty desensitized to it to the point where one time my grandpa let a mouse go and I chased it like it was like a fair game with a garden hoe. And I'm sitting there slapping at it like it's a hockey stick and a hockey puck till I catch it on the back of the head and chop its head off.
That is great.
Yeah. And I was like celebrating, like, I did it.
Richard Lee did it. Look
I
at
didn't
him.
like they had desensitized me that I was taking a life. Like, and then somewhere in between those like 8 years or 6, I had gone soft, Josh.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Oh damn it, he's not gonna cut the head off this mouth. I'm gonna have to get him in here with a broom and do something. He ain't never gonna
He
get
need to
it."
kill this with his bare hands.
He
And then
never-
you grab the broom
Yeah.
and disappointed her. Right. I just wanted to beat him with his fist.
Yeah. I already softened it up. She'd already beat the
poisoned
shit
it.
out of it.
No, shit. I did the first part.
She'd
poisoned
already
the shit out
taken
of him.
it. She'd already probably grabbed it by the tail and smacked it around. Threw it in the
He
floor.
wasn't
Help!
poisoned. He was just he was
He was
fucking
concussed.
punch drunk. He was punch drunk.
I'll get here. Listen. And then that motherfucking weak ass grabbed the broom. I can't believe it.
I think we'd take a bite out of him.
I'm surprised he didn't trip over his skirt getting in there. Sometimes I wonder, you know how like you always You always have that thought when you see like a weak ass. You're like
What?
a weak ass kid. You're like, damn.
One
they-
that likes birds and
yeah.
shit.
When you're like, damn,
Man.
he's gonna have to Cosby.
He
to
don't
get
like
some.
trucks or nothing.
Yeah.
Nope. Just birds.
Not
and-
even that far. I'm not even one of those that's like he don't like hunting or trucks. How's he ever gonna get laid? I feel like there is a underline. If you're funny, you could get chicks. Like it doesn't matter what you look like. If you can make a chick laugh,
You're worried
you can-
about these people probably not even wanting chicks.
Well, no. I mean, you ever see a kid that's just like, I've got 13 Pokemon cards in my wallet, and you're
I
like,
figure you'd say that you had them in your trunk. You're old enough
Yeah.
to fucking drive.
right? No, he has a wallet. It's right there. Like he doesn't have a voter's registration card, but he has Squirtle. You know. But you see those kids, and you're like, damn, that kid. Like I said, he's gonna have to Cosby it to get it.
Yeah.
You know, like
He's gonna pay for it.
He's going to end up, if he doesn't pay for it, Lord help him to get enough money to where he can pay for it, that he doesn't claim a victim.
Unless he finds some little girl that likes Pokemon, he can just trade cards to get some.
I'm going to tell you, those are few and far between. There's always, so my wife, when I started dating her, she claimed to like wrestling.
Yeah.
She liked Stone Cold Steve Austin.
She liked a wrestling character.
She liked that character and nothing more. Like,
She's like, oh, you're really into this, huh?
Because as I
Yeah.
pressed her, I'm like, "What about Luthez?" And she's like, "I don't know who that is, but I like."
Do you know about Norman Smiley?
Well, I know about Stone Cold, and I like him. He's a good-looking feller.
Well, beer
but
drinking Hellraiser.
a woman lets you grab her boobs and stuff. You don't care so much.
Yeah, you're like, I like Stone Cold too, baby.
What do I need? I need to get a truck and drink some beer. I'll do it. And that's how men are born.
You gonna let me see your tits? What? And then it was on.
Yeah, that's all it takes, But you have a way in. I don't feel like
Quit being a
there's-
pussy, Richard Lee. Drink a beer.
Oh man.
You gonna let me see them titties? Give me 2 beers.
What?
Pow. Tits and beers, what it's all about.
Let me pour one over it.
Yes, what I'm talking about.
Because I watched Dream On one time.
Yeah.
You remember that show, Dream On,
I
on
do.
HBO? So kids, if you're listening to the show, like not
You better
kids,
not be.
not kids, but 18 to 29, I want to say, younger fellas. If you're listening to the show, we didn't have the internet growing up. We didn't
Technically
have.
we did.
We did, but we didn't. Porn wasn't readily available like it is now. You know what I mean? Like now, you could type in big titties and get like
Several big
3
titties.
million like big titties. When I was a kid, you didn't have the internet. You had one friend that might have the internet, and then it was dial up. And if you started typing big titties and somebody walked in the room, you're fucked. You were gonna
Turns
get
out
caught.
I had the fucking internet first.
Yeah,
I didn't even know it. I had Prodigy.
Yeah,
In like 1993, dude. I had the fucking internet. Or 94. Whenever. No, Prodigy was, I think it was the end of 93, early 94, something like
Yeah.
that. And I remember my mom saying, I was like, what's Prodigy? She's like, well, you used the phone line.
Well, they sang "Breathe the Pressure."
No. She was like, basically, it makes you to where if you want to talk to somebody across town, you could. And so I swear to
It's
God,
basically an e-carrier pigeon.
I did not know it was internet.
Yeah,
Until I was like in my 30s.
you just thought it was a different phone.
I thought
line.
no, I thought it was an internet precursor.
Yeah.
I thought it was like, well, yeah, I could just talk to people in my town. So like until I was in my 30s, I did not know I had the internet.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was me.
So to that point, we didn't really know that there was existing like adult pictures out there there wasn't when we were kids. You had to have a magazine, right?
As far as I know.
And back in the day, there was a show.
Well, I was 16 looking at eBay,
Mhm.
and you could find tits on there because they
on
would sell
eBay because
pictures.
they would sell pictures.
And then they would just scan the pictures to the
You
thing.
can't do that anymore, can you?
No,
No.
those get shut down quick.
I remember there used to be this thing on eBay called Everything Else, and it was like you could get like used dildos and shit. 'Cause
Used by who?
you clicked it.
Pictures next.
Yeah, you click it and you're like, what in the hell is this? It's just anal beads and dildos as far as the eye can see. But no, so for those of you that didn't grow up when we grew up, there was this thing called HBO and Skinamax. And every once in a while, you'd get a free preview weekend, which means these paid movie channels you would get for free, like HBO, Cinemax. Well, they would inevitably have the weekend. They would have a Saturday night where they would show like racy stuff. And one of those things was a show called Dream On, and it was a comedy show, but they had a lot of boobs in it.
Sexual situations.
And I remember there was this episode where this guy had a gallon, like a little carton of milk, not like a gallon jug, but a carton of milk, and he was pouring it over this girl's boobs. And he was like licking it up and stuff. I was like, that is the epitome of awesome. like if I won a Daytona 500, that's what I'd want to do.
Yeah, I saw that one movie, Wild Cactus, and I thought Honey on Tits was the biggest thing ever. Like, that was the top tier.
It's good for my voice
and
my sex drive.
And, dude, I knew, like, at some point, I'm going to try to do this to a woman.
Yeah.
Because I never did. So,
have you ever thought of this? And I thought about this today, and I had a thought about it, and I forgot it, and I just remembered it. Because I was like, I want to bring this up to Josh. Have you ever thought about this? Like, today, I handed a coworker my phone because I wanted to show them the picture of my daughter and me, like from Halloween last night.
It does irk me a little bit because I don't know where their hands has been.
No. That's not where I'm going. I'm going the opposite way.
It really, dude. Whenever I'm like, here, look at this, and they're like, they're doing this. Look, here,
like,
hand
no,
me your
motherfucker,
phone.
you can see the image without me handing it to you.
I do the slowest handoff, and I'm like staring them in the eyes the whole time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, you better have fucking washed your hands.
No.
I'm going to wash my hands after this.
See, you're taking the germaphobe route. I'm taking the route of, like, don't scroll. But not only don't scroll, it's not the fact that I have, like, weird pictures on my phone. I don't. But my thought came to my head today as my coworker was handling my phone. It was, phones have now become this thing that you watch all your porn on, you do all your business on.
Dude,
like,
there's still somebody that's hard cranking it to a desk.
Oh, I'm sure.
Desktop.
I'm sure there is. But I'm saying for the most part, most people are using their phones for like everyday business, like all their subscriptions, all their major business is handled through their phone.
Even the hand business.
Right. So when you hand somebody a phone that shows them your pictures, you're basically handing them that picture plus your like all your business and your porn magazine.
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah.
You're handing them a big briefcase or a big file cabinet.
So if you've never thought about it, anytime you touch another man's phone, you're basically touching their jerk device.
Oh, that's why I don't do that move.
Like
I hate when people try to do it to me.
Yeah.
So I definitely don't do it to anybody else. I'm like, you show me that picture.
Yeah, I don't want to touch it.
If you want me to see it, you're going to have to show me.
I've had pink eye before, brother. I don't want this.
No, if you want, I'll fucking tell you why, but I'm just going to suggest it first. And
I'm going to tell you Asian ladies. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that.
Me either. I'm not an Asian lady fan.
No, I mean, sometimes I get them little bugs, man, where I'm like, I want to see a
flat ass and small boobs. Come
on.
No,
I've looked up stacked Asian MILF before.
All four videos pop up?
Well, dude, you'd be surprised, but
probably would be that four pop up.
There's a lot of women that they throw in them categories that shouldn't be in them categories.
I remember
a lot of flatness.
Back in the day, there was an Asian female wrestler that threw it around.
Yeah.
And
she's got big hooters now, dude.
And she was like, she didn't know that I was like immune to that shit. Because I was just like, nope, not my type.
Yeah.
You're not going to get a free ride to the show from me. That'll be $5.50, bitch. But yeah. Good times, man. Good times.
Yeah,
But I mean, it's
that
just
spell
weird.
would have worked on me, dude.
Oh, really?
Oh, definitely. Yeah,
Any-
I'm like the UN, man. Whatever race, all races, creeds. As long as
Really?
you're over 18.
I wish I was. I wish I was an equal. Well, no, I don't. Because as a man, it's already hard enough, to.
Oh, dude, it's fun. I like a buffet.
I can't. I'm only going towards the hamburgers. That's it for me.
She's got to be white. She's got to be blonde.
I
Gotta have blue eyes.
blonde's negotiable.
Yeah.
Blue eyes negotiable.
Fucking Hitler dick over here. I'm just joking.
I don't even like them with a good tan, to be honest with you.
There you go.
I don't want them to be like, was Irish or anything.
Yeah.
They can be Irish,
They can
but
be-
I don't want them to be too Irish.
They can have a tan.
They can have a drinking problem. I just don't want them to be that white.
They can have a tan. They can be from Japan. I don't give a shit.
Yeah. No, I
would prefer them.
I have a
be
1940s dick. It's all about segregation.
Yeah. My dick is like a Major League Baseball scout. It's usually going for shit in Central America.
Yeah. Really likes the Dominican Republic.
Oh man, I'll tell you about that off air.
Yeah. Anywhere they can pitch 90 miles per hour, they can pitch this tent. I'll tell you that much right now. Oh, man. But, yeah, I just thought about that today. It was like, back in the day, me handing somebody my phone would have been the equivalent of them
Handing blue
them
bag.
a Polaroid.
That blue bag.
The blue bag
Yeah.
with the padlock on it that says, there's nothing in here.
No, I mean, everybody padlocks their gym bags.
That's like getting pulled over and immediately going, I need a lawyer and you ain't allowed to check the trunk.
Let me tell you something about my rights. How you're infringing on them.
You just missed that stop sign back there. That's all I wanted to tell you.
I got the right to travel and ignore your fucking suggestions.
I'm not a driver. I'm a traveler.
Yeah, your signs are only suggestions to me.
Oh, Jesus.
Dude, there's some videos that I watch where the officer immediately would just like go back to his car and start calling in for help. We got a sovereign citizen.
Yep. Oh, dude,
I'm gonna
they're
need
dangerous.
I'm going to need some fucking backup real quick.
They're dangerous
because
as hell.
at any point, they can just fucking flip the fuck out
Yeah.
over like the suggestion that they even have an ID. Let me tell you something why I don't got a fucking ID, God damn it. And they'll get out of the car and
just
bow
start
up on you and shit.
shooting you.
It's like, this is the hill I die on, bitch.
Yeah. It's
You're not getting an ID from
and
me.
it's not a big hill. It's like, well, you can't be parked in this Taco Bell. They don't want you here. It's America.
I got the right to use anybody's Wi-Fi that I want. God damn it.
And if I want to do it while enjoying a Mexi Melt, I will.
I paid for this small Coke. You understand? I can use their Wi-Fi.
Well, you've been here 3 days. That's all I'm saying.
And they said you just got to be a paying customer. They didn't say for how long. Okay?
I paid
Until I leave, when I leave, it resets.
a sovereign citizen driving around with a Taco Bell cup throughout the country because he's like, I paid for this. It was in Delaware and I'm in Georgia.
But I
paid for it."
contributed to your organization. You understand? It's all one thing.
Why pay $69.95 a month for Wi-Fi when I can pay $1.50 a year and hit up the Taco Bell?
Sound like I got a good idea, huh? You stupid bitch.
Why are you putting those handcuffs on me?
Oh, man.
Yeah, they get crazy, man.
It's just at the drop of a hat out of nowhere. And
It's
usually
like a
got
special kid when a balloon pops.
Yeah, but for whatever reason, they usually got a cigarette hanging out of their mouth.
Oh, yeah.
Like, whatever, there's a high smoker rate
And,
for those people.
and let's be honest. All right, let's do the old time to kill thing, right? Close your eyes. Picture this man that yells about his rights
Yeah.
and that he's traveling.
Very aggressive.
Very aggressive. He's smoking.
Yeah.
He might have a gun.
Has a gun rack.
He has a gun rack probably on his truck or
Yeah.
his car.
Like
that,
it's the
that has
70s.
out-of-date tags.
Well, no, it don't have any tags.
Don't have any tags.
And-
Maybe
and-
just a paper that says
that-
traveling
right,
person.
right
yeah.
to travel.
Yeah. Now, what are you picturing, Josh? What color is the man you're picturing?
Oh, he's definitely white.
Yes.
He has a mullet.
Yes.
He has-
Or he's bald.
Hear me out.
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
usually got
sorry.
a mullet.
Yes.
But 100% of the time, they have a pocketed shirt on.
Yes.
All the time. Every fucking one I've seen, it's a pocketed
Nothing
shirt.
in the pocket. Why are they wearing the pocket if there's nothing ever in it?
Sometimes it's got a company logo
Sometimes.
on the pocket. But it could be just a solid color. But
Yeah.
it always has a pocket. I
Yeah.
don't understand it. FBI, if you're listening, something I've noticed.
There you go.
Pick up on it.
Who loves pocketed tees more than sovereign citizens?
Dads.
No, I'm a dad and I hate those.
Well, a
motherfuckers.
lot of dads do, for real.
Did your mom ever buy you the plain white gym shirts because you had to have gym shirts that were plain and white? Which, by the way, as a fat kid, thank you to all the gym teachers that was like, we need to put these kids in plain white shirts. Because there's nothing that looks worse on a big fat kid than a white shirt. But did your mom ever buy you the shirts in the package that were thin as fuck that you could just see, like you could see every crease of your skin in this shirt, but they had the pocket on the left breast?
Well,
Like-
yeah, I mean, I've had to wear a pocketed shirt.
They suck, don't
It'd
they?
be like my dad's
Yeah.
because, you know, she didn't wash one of mine or something or whatever one I was supposed to take. I was horrible. Whenever I would gather up my own gym clothes, it would usually be like a pair of blue jean shorts.
Yeah.
And then I would take a white shirt, but I would just ball everything up and put them in my book bag. So whenever I would take PE, it looked like
It looked like you
I was a-
tie-dyed it
I
without
was-
tie-dyeing
I was
it?
a piece of aluminum foil, like with all the creases.
Yeah.
I could not be bothered about folding this shit.
Yeah.
Until I started liking. I mean, I liked girls back then.
Yeah.
But not like
I ain't gonna get no pussy with this wrinkled shirt.
Yeah, not till I started going through puberty, and then I really started liking girls. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then I started. Well, maybe I should fold this shit.
Josh is like, I'm gonna starch the shit out of this shirt. I can't get some pussy.
Maybe I should start folding this shit.
Your mom's like looking at a 12-year-old starch pressing his jeans.
He's shaving and everything. I ain't got nothing to shave. I don't know what he's doing this for. Wearing Brute? He ain't gonna get no pussy wearing Brute. That's what was in my granddad's fucking. It was
You're like,
Old Spice or
Yeah,
Brute.
yeah. You're like, my granddad got some pussy. He did get pretty good. My mom's okay.
She been here for like 50 years.
She must love the smell of it.
Yeah. Old Spice or Brute. That was my choice. Because my dad did not have any cologne of any sort.
Right.
He didn't do shit like that.
He was like, no, cologne will throw you off if you're trying to hunt a coon.
how many coon you think I'm going to catch wearing some goddamn cool water cologne out there? They going to smell me from a mile away, boy.
I appreciate that you bought me this Christmas package of preferred stock, but I ain't fucking wearing it.
You going to fuck up my life.
You trying to fuck up my livelihood with this Christmas present, Rita?
You know how much them damn hides get me per? Fuck's wrong with you?
But no, I said the thing I said about the sovereign citizen because I was watching a video the other day, and there was this guy that was in this car, and it was like, okay, that's a stereotypical non-white car. The way,
Like a Toyota truck?
no, stereotypical non-white
Oh,
car.
non-white car.
Yes.
Like a Buick.
Yeah, an Oldsmobile
Cadillac.
Cutlass. Yeah.
Caddy.
And they pulled it over, and it was a African American sovereign citizen. I was like, this is like finding like a buffalo nickel. You don't see this every day. You know what I mean? Like,
I've seen videos of
Yeah.
It's few and far between.
it's very rare. It's very rare.
They're like, are you for real right now? Yes.
Right.
100%. I got the right to travel just like any of you other motherfuckers.
Oh boy, that could be problematic.
What?
Well, it's fine until you put the accent on it.
Well, I mean, you think he's going to be talking like this, Richard?
Maybe he's a sovereign citizen. How does a sovereign citizen talk, Josh?
Like this right here,
Yeah.
most of them that I've seen.
Now I want you to close your eyes. Now I want to picture he's black.
It's making my mind rip apart.
Start foaming from the mouth and shaking. like one of those people put oil on you and prayed for you.
It's mentholated oil. It's burning.
So we stopped by your house last night.
That's what it means when it's working. It's burning you because it's working.
I think he's got an allergic reaction to that oil.
You see that red mark that oil's leaving? That means that's that demon getting burned out. That's what that means.
Why is he swelled up so much and his tongue's bigger than his mouth?
He got a lot of demons. I think he's allergic to this damn eucalyptus that's in here. Now, we got to get him out of this church. We cannot afford another lawsuit. Remember that bitch fell out?
What the
fuck.
That scared me.
Goddamn NASCAR.
We have the window open for the first time up here in the studio for a while because it's been too hot.
Somebody's driving by in a goddamn side-by-side or something. It's loud as hell.
And you said it right when you were like, we got to get this bitch out of here.
And there's a ride. There's a fucking ride right there.
She's stung by a wasp walking down the
wasp.
street.
That wasp stung her.
Oh, man.
That wasp done stung her.
But yeah, man, I don't know. There's been a lot going on this week, but we went by your house last night. Me and my daughter dressed up. We walked the full block and a half over to your house. Was you wearing a blue shirt yesterday?
I don't think so.
I'm almost positive you were wearing a bluish shirt because as we were walking up, I'm pretty sure I saw you walking towards the back door. Like away from the front door, like getting up out of the living room and walking to the back.
Yeah. Well, we left, like, right as you texted me. I was already, like, at Walmart or wherever the fuck I was.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I texted you a good 30 minutes after we came by your house. We
Yeah.
came by your house. Your porch light was on.
Yeah.
Do you not know the
rules, yes.
Yes, the porch light was on. So we're like, all right.
That's why I texted, I told my wife when I got back, I was like, turn that porch light off. Is it on? Like, yeah. It is.
So we came by. We walked the full block. I was like, Josh's porch light's on. Let's go down there. My daughter was dressed in a pretty cute Cruella DeVille outfit.
Oh, okay.
And I was
There's
in
this bitch at the office we call Cruella DeVille.
Well, no. Does she skin puppies alive?
She acts like it.
Well, my
She got
daughter,
that personality, you know what I mean?
My daughter was in a Cruella DeVille outfit, and I was in a big inflatable Dalmatian dog outfit.
Oh, matching.
Yes. So we were like, we'll just go by there. She'll get a few pieces of candy, and we'll say hey. There was nobody on y'all's block giving out candy.
Nope.
There was two motherfuckers with their porch lights on. We walked by one of their house, knocked on the door, and there was a camera pointed right at the door. And
wow.
we're like, hello? I was like, come on before we get shot. Like, nobody on y'all's whole block was giving out candy.
Yeah.
If I was a kid, I would have egged every house on that block.
Huh.
Like, really? Not one? You remember when we were kids? Like, everybody would be candy.
Well, candy's so expensive nowadays.
$9 for a bag. You give out a piece. You're good.
No, well, you got to save money nowadays. You never know what's going to happen tomorrow.
Or in 4 days of the election. Let's redo Halloween now that our guy won. Now that our person won the president, now we can relax and buy some shit. Oh,
you think
man.
it's going to work that way?
Well, you know, you always have those people that are like, I can't do nothing until I figure out who wins. It's like, well, let's be honest. There ain't.
I'm wanting to spend this shit and invest on Dogecoin or whatever the fuck you call it.
Let's be honest, dude. Chris Rock said it best when he was like, there ain't nothing you can't do on Wednesday because your guy didn't win on Tuesday.
Usually, yeah.
It's all a big work, and it's minor moves. It's like you know how you have a pawn moving chest. You're not moving like a queen. You know what I mean? Like a queen can move as many spaces and wherever. But when a president wins, it's like he's like, we're going to do this. And then it's like pawn moves. And then he sees something. He's like, well, fuck that. I'm completely lying about this. It's all the way it is, you know?
It's bullshit. I just hate that the markets are affected
they
by
follow it,
bullshit.
yeah.
Because it shouldn't be that way, Richard Lee.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be
But it
affected
is.
that way.
It is.
It is. You're right. I made it a point the last time to watch the gas prices just to see how affected it was, and within like a few days, like it happened. They shot up like a fucking bottle rocket. How does that happen? Because a lot of the shit that went down happened. But
then you have also sometimes people like when I first got married 20 years ago. And I remember we were in Florida on my honeymoon. And when I left here, gas was like $1.40 a gallon.
Yeah.
And we're talking like 20 years ago, though. And I remember we got down to Florida and we're like starting to fill up. And we're like broke newlyweds that are in our early 20s, like barely 20.
Yeah.
And I called home and I was like, Mom, gas is crazy here. It's like $1.90 a gallon, or $2 a gallon.
Yeah.
And she was like, honey, it's like that everywhere. And that was the first time I remember gas being super expensive. And then you had people in like 2007, 2008, that when gas would start to go up a little bit, they would spike it up a little bit more to kind of like...
Well, 9/11, perfect example. I remember paying over $3 a gallon.
Yeah.
On 9/11. But the fear was... if you didn't get as much as you could at that time,
the terrorists win.
Well, no. We may not get some more fucking gas.
Right.
We might not get no more goddamn gas. Where you gonna drive on? You gonna be walking.
Which doesn't make any sense because gas isn't delivered by airplanes.
Dude, that was the consensus around here.
Yeah.
You better go get that gas. You better go get it.
Well, it's kind of like toilet paper now that anything starts to break down. People are like, yeah, toilet paper.
Oh, my
Hoard
God.
it. You ain't going to wipe it. And you could easily buy a bidet and a towel, like an ass towel, to dry off of. Don't rub your face with the ass towel.
The other bathroom in our house has a bidet. I'm like, no.
Really? You don't want to? It actually makes more sense than toilet paper, to be honest. I don't have one.
But you know what?
But
I'm already programmed.
Right. But let's be honest. If you were to wipe your ass and get shit on your hand, are you just wiping it off with toilet paper and cool with it? Or are you going to go wash it?
You wipe it off with toilet paper until you
get the
done,
bulk.
Till you get done.
Yeah.
And then immediately wash your hands.
Right. But I'm saying, it makes more sense to wash it than it does to dry wipe it.
It's basically like somebody hard tonguing your corn slot. You know what I mean?
I mean, you're going to be happy if you got that bidet if that's going on. You're like, thank God I got that bidet. Otherwise, she'd be getting some nutty.
That's nasty.
What, you don't like a good rim job?
No.
Really?
Nah. Well, you're a wild man, huh?
Yeah, I mean, yes so.
Oh, that's cool.
Every once in a while.
You branch
depends
out,
on how
man.
drunk I am.
Go on and get your friend down there.
Sometimes I'm not drunk at all.
And I don't mean the balls.
And by sometimes, I mean all the time.
You're like one of them weird dudes that just spreads eagle when you want a blowjob.
Now don't do anything weird. Wink, wink.
You lay down on the bed and then do that gymnast move and pull them legs back like you're a fucking woman.
Like I'm a kid getting a diaper change.
Yeah. Them porns bother me so bad, dude.
What are you watching them for?
I
know there's categories.
A lot
now.
of times that shit just gets snuck in.
Oh, that is the worst.
I'm just looking for big titty MILF or some shit. You know what I mean? And I'm like, oh, that chick's hot. Let me click that video. The thumbnail does not indicate anything of the sort. And then you start watching, and then she's already naked, and you're like, well, I don't want to turn it. I mean, goddamn.
Let's see where it goes.
And then just like you're talking about, baby changing position, and then I'm like, oh, wow. Oh, no. Woman, what are you doing? Oh shit!
You kiss your mother with that mouth?
I can't subscribe to this. Oh my god! No, I turn it and find somebody else.
Right after you finish.
No, I just turn it. I'm like, oh god, that's so fucking weird.
I have done that thing where you're looking through the categories and you've typed in something. You know, you're like, maybe I want to see, you know, an older lady or a curvy lady.
Yeah.
So we just type in, I might even type in chubby. You know, you type
Chubby
in,
MILF.
Yeah. Or you just type in chubby. Yeah, just see where it takes you.
You get some chubby fat white kid.
Well, no.
Not a kid.
Not a kid. God.
18.
Where are you looking for? You surfing?
18.
I still find mine through FrostWire.
What? How do you know that?
Well,
What is
no.
that? Some kind of pederast website?
No, it's the old Kaza or Kazaa or whatever. FrostWire,
Well, anyway,
LimeWire.
You get some kind of little chubby fucking 18-year-old white kid, and he's
No.
like, "Oh, please, stepmother, don't fucking do that." What the hell? Why are we in this?
Don't lick my asshole while I'm stuck in this video game.
It was really like weird whenever I searched what the #1 category in America was.
yeah.
And it was like family.
Yeah.
I was like,
Dude.
what the fuck?
You can't.
What is going on
you
here?
can't escape it if you're watching Pornhub or whatever. It's always, if you type in blonde, even if you type in blonde, it's like blonde sister, blonde mother,
Yeah.
stuck in dryer, yeah,
Aunt.
blonde. I'm like, why? Like, so it's always been one of those, you know, and it's like one of those things. It was like, you know, you project what you don't like on other people.
Yeah.
What have you always heard, like, the North and Western states say about the South?
Incest.
Exactly. There ain't enough of us in the South that have a good enough internet connection to be making this the #1 thing on Pornhub. Let's be honest.
Well, it's for America.
Apparently we have gotten to the point where every taboo has went completely wild, and people have this Oedipus complex
Well,
where they want to nail their mom
that dad
stuck in
burn-
a dryer.
That dad burn internet, Richard Lee. It desensitized everyone, and now everybody wants to bang their sister.
But what's crazy is if you see like a porn category, like if you click on somebody's page, like say on Pornhub, and you just see like a normal porn, and then it's like those same two people that you know are married have a thing that says sis is bad, so brother nails her or something.
Yeah.
You're like, dude, y'all are married and you're making this shit up for hits. You know,
Yep.
it's like
That's how it is. That's how it is.
but yeah, I have been there where you type in something and you're like scrolling through and you're like, all right, that's nice. That's totally a dude blowing a dude.
Yes.
You can see
Like-
beard on penis. That is not good for my
Dude. And on X videos, it specifically has in the settings
yeah.
straight or gay or whatever.
But see, I think it should be more broken down because
But here's the thing:
Yeah.
if my box is clicked straight,
yes.
I should never see any of that shit.
But see, here's what I think they should have: straight, M on M, F on F. Because sometimes I don't want to see male gay porn, but sometimes it's nice to see two ladies together. You
That
know?
ain't gay porn.
That's gay though.
That's lesbian porn. It's different.
But they don't have a breakdown for that. It's either straight,
when I say
gay.
I know, but when
Yeah.
you hear gay porn,
Yeah.
my mind goes to male. That's what we called gay porn.
Right. But in
We
reality,
I know, but what we know as gay porn is just males, and everything else is just porn.
Maybe that's something you could do to freak out your male friends. Like, what are you doing? Just sitting over here watching some gay porn. Just two chicks scissoring. I was like, oh, it's so gay.
It is. It is. Like,
It's like, really? You like that? Oh, yeah, I love it when those two gay wads get together. Just going down on each other.
through loose language.
Technically, you're right.
Yes.
Like, they do fall under the LGBT flag or whatever. It's all the same.
Gay porn, yes.
So I feel like they should have separations for that.
You're
know?
trying to segregate.
I'm trying to segregate it.
You and your dick's
All
always
I'm
trying to
saying-
segregate stuff.
All I'm saying is, listen here, Josh Lee. All I'm saying
Josh
is,
Lee.
That did make you sound like a
Josh Lee.
like a Asian
Listen
karate
here,
man. didn't I?
you fucking Chinese man.
No.
Josh Lee.
It's like an American.
Josh
like
Lee.
you were born in America, but your ancestry is
I'm Asian.
Asian. Listen here, Joshua Lee. Like, my thing is, it's like they should have because I'd like to be able to search for some female gay porn without trying to see one dude shampoo balling another guy up the ass, you know?
Oh, when you say female gay porn, I just think of like female, but
They're both dudes dressed like women. I'm nailing your female ass. Move your balls so you get a better grip. Oh man!
And then you go to the cut scenes of the thing, and it was like, "Hey, you get somebody with smaller balls next time to do this shit."
That's how many we're in, by the way.
I could, yes, I've been
Okay.
monitoring that. Need to sell some shirts at some point.
Well, I mean, it's on you, man.
Well, you got to hit the button.
There it is, Josh. If they want to find a high-quality P3 Radio t-shirt, and they go over to tinyurl.com/P3RadioTees, what kind of shirts are they going to find?
Particularly, they're going to find so many T-shirts. They're just the hardest decision. The hardest decision
First cut is the deepest.
they're going to have to make is how many of these sumbitches am I going to buy? And
All of them.
every one of them, at least one per. And which ones do we have, man? We've got that Ray J Sodagan t-shirt, that ECW-like t-shirt, that former cover art t-shirt with our faces on the front of it, and the 80s style tee, Freddy's Front Yard Slaughterhouse, and so many more t-shirts. tinyurl.com/P3RadioTees. That's T-E-E-S. You little peachy bitch. That's your t-shirt hookup.
tinyurl.com/P3RadioTees, the home of P3 Radio merchandise. Got a little Patrick Swayze for you, Josh. Raising Heaven in Hell Tonight.
All right, so
And look at the way his jeans are sitting in this picture, by the way. You can totally
he
tell.
cranked them up, dude.
You can totally tell the dick is hanging to the right on that one, right?
I was just saying, like,
His left.
He pulled them way the fuck up.
Oh, yeah.
To get that crease going. But see, here's the thing. This isn't like the worst shit I've ever heard.
No.
This isn't our favorite karaoke singer,
No.
and I'm saying karaoke whenever you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
This just shows that if you had money back then,
Oh,
you could
yeah.
do shit like
Oh,
this.
yeah.
Like Eddie Murphy fucking had shit out there.
Yeah, man.
You know, it's like this dude wanted to sing and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Doing movies and stuff just wasn't scratching the itch for him. He's like, I gotta do these fucking songs. I have to get this out of me.
Apparently what was scratching the itch for him was pulling his jeans up to make his dick look like a total sign. His dick and balls area. Look at that. It's all on the right. Did you know he hated Jennifer Grey, by the way?
I heard that.
Yeah. Like,
Makes you wonder who was the diva,
Well,
him or Jennifer. Or
apparently he had spent so many years in dance class and they had done stuff together and stuff, and he like despised her. Like, there's like video of him like, it's step turn, bitch, get it right.
both. Holy shit! Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
My grandmother would not have been impressed, though. She'd be like, I don't know why he's talking to her like that.
Oh, I
But-
thought you were like, well, if she ain't pulling her weight, that's what the problem is.
well, it would have been like, I don't know why he's talking to her like that, but my rocking chair is soaked right now. We're going to have to throw this cushion away. There's no saving it. My grandmother liked a firm hand on a man. She was from like those days when,
Let me tell you something, bitch. You need to shut your mouth.
men were men and they weren't afraid to slap you around a little bit if you're out loud. Especially if you started putting your place in the place of a man,
Let me tell you something, woman. I'm going to come home from this bar. Or they would call
No,
it
she didn't appreciate bars
a
now.
beer joint.
She didn't appreciate bars or beer joints.
Oh, okay.
Now,
so-
if he was a drunk beating on her, then he was a sorry, low-down son of a bitch.
But if he
was just
sober-
a sober guy that just had enough lip, well, I mean, I can get on with that.
Okay. All right. I see how it is. So if like he's
No, she didn't like male abuse on women.
he's like, let me tell you something. I'm stopping by somewhere after work,
Yeah,
and I'll be home when I get home.
she appreciated that. I feel like she would have been like, he's the man. That's what he does.
Oh wow, like that assertive.
yeah.
Well, Jimmy Valiant
She was
very
definitely
assertive. So.
she was definitely a stand by your man type of woman. You know what I mean? Stand by your man. Whatever he wants to do, whatever he's doing.
They gotta go to work. I got so many kids. I should be living in the shoe. I got so many kids. They gonna have to work.
I better live in a steel-toe boot. That's where we're living because he's working. Oh man, but yeah. So that was the way she was. She would respected that.
Yeah, real
Like,
firm,
A
assertive
firm-handed man. Yeah.
I'm born to love again. I'm a firm-handed man. Well, I did a lot of talking and I did a lot of telling. Told that bitch where I would be. I won't be here till I fucking get here. Ooh, that must smell more.
Oh yeah. I'm telling you. Fucking shit out of books and done.
Look at that mustache on that man.
Yeah, she
that
she
mustache.
did like a manly mustache.
I bet you she ate Tom Selleck's ass up, dude. I bet you that was the man to her. Like he
she
had
liked
that-
Richard Gere.
what? He
She
didn't
liked
have no
she liked
facial
she
hair.
liked Pretty Woman.
Oh, okay.
She
So
liked
he-
Pretty
it-
Woman.
He got to be something with that woman.
Yeah. Although she did like a strong woman power movie, she loved Steel Magnolias and
Well, they all would kill that man.
And what was
Didn't
that?
they kill somebody in the
Fried Green Tomatoes is what you're thinking of. She loved that one too.
okay.
That was where they killed somebody and put them in the barbecue. It's where Goodbye Earl got their whole premise from.
Huh.
Like years before.
The chicks that were formerly known as Dixie.
Yes, just the chicks.
I don't know.
Which I love how they took Dixie Chicks off their name but left the sexist chicks remark.
Oh, the humans is what they should be called.
The people.
Yeah, the people.
The southern people that are female.
Yeah, the originally
Cis
southern,
females.
the cis accepting females.
It's like, good Lord, I don't know what to search when I'm trying to find You Were Mine at karaoke. That's still one of my favorite songs. I don't care what they name themselves.
Well, speaking of songs, I think you brought one. Is this a song?
This is a song, Josh. So recently, there was this political debate.
There's a song, you may have heard of it, the national anthem.
Yeah, it was written in 1776. No, so there was this recently on C-SPAN. There was this like presidential debate, and when I say presidential debate, because people are like, "Hey, you're bringing politics in here." This ain't the two people that are in the presidential debate. These are people that have no shot, that are like write-in candidates, right?
Oh, God.
Yeah. So they're
And they
doing.
had a thing for these people.
Yes, they did a debate where they're like, "Hey, say you beat all odds and you win the presidency. Say like 4 people die and you have a shot at the candidacy tomorrow. What are you gonna do?"
Say the inauguration is fucking nuked. You guys are in. What you gonna do?
What you gonna do? How you gonna lower taxes? So that's
Ain't
what
gonna
they
be no
did.
taxes.
So basically, we had this imaginary thing to the point where even the woman singing the national anthem didn't think this was like a thing. And we'll see why.
They
Josh.
know I'm just a YouTuber, right?
That's the way
fuck?
she looks. So this is a woman singing the national anthem at this event on C-SPAN, which is live, by the way.
Here we go.
What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming.
All right, pretty good so far.
Whose broad stripes and bright stars through the
Pretty good. We're getting to a high note, Josh.
She looks like she'd cuss you out on a bus or a subway.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's see how she hits this.
We're so gallant.
The Rockets Regular is where we're at, baby. Let's do this.
Can I go back, please?
Holy shit.
What did she just say?
I fucked it up. Can we go back, please? We're live, pal. Let's do it over. Let's do it over again.
Hold on. I want to hear that
We're
again.
live, pal.
I just want to hear it again. Here we go.
I fucked it up. Can I go back, please?
Did you see what she did? They said we're live, and what was her reaction?
Rockets Regular.
Did you see her face when they told her it was live?
Oh, no.
Look at her face when they say it.
I got too nervous.
Hold on, let me go back.
She's still apologizing.
Hold on, wait.
Go back
Here
to
we-
35.
Can I go back, please?
Holy
You see her
shit.
eye? She had this look like everything I love is gone. But I gotta finish this.
Now, I can only apologize moving forward.
I fucked it up.
Can we do it again?
The inner thoughts came out as she hit the Rockets wreck. And the Rockets wreck. I fucked it up. Can we go back? We're live. Oh, Lord.
Holy shit.
Here we go. Holy cheat.
Holy shit.
I didn't mean to fuck it up so bad. Holy cheat. Here we go.
I fucked it up. Can I go back, please?
We're live.
I got too nervous.
I love how she had to add that in because she's like, I fucked up my career. And they're like, and she's thinking as she's like, the Rockets regular. I fucked it up. We're live. And she gives this look. She has this half a second of like everything like exploding in front of her that
Like
she
the
loves.
deer
Yes.
right before the impact.
Yes. And then she goes, the bombs bursting in air. And that in the time that she's had the bombs bursting in air go off, she has thought about all the money she's going to lose out on. And she's like, I got too nervous. Here we go again.
She wants to be able to say, see, even then I said I was too nervous. I said it in front of everybody.
I knew it. But it's like she did that whole like before she walked out on stage, she probably had Eminem's like Lose Yourself in Your Mind like in her head. And she's like, you got one shot, one opportunity. Are you going to capture it or just let it slip? And she's like getting herself hyped up listening to it. And then she gets out there and does this. And then they're like, you're live.
I got too nervous. Gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star spangled banner for the love.
They're showing all the candidates right now. And all the candidates are like, why are we here? The person singing the national anthem just said, I fucked it up. I fucked it up.
She don't even know where to go.
She went to walk off stage and she stopped and did the squirrel thing when the squirrel's running across the road.
She looked like George Bush confronting a door. Do I open it? Where do we go?
You know the thing when you're driving down the street and a squirrel jumps out in front of you and you're like, just keep going right to left. You'll be fine.
And then it's like Barry Sanders.
It just stops.
Boom, 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 boom. I'm going left. I'm going right.
That's
I'm going
what
left.
she
Going
just
right.
did. She just cut like a left, right, and somebody was like, to the right! You should have fucked up! On C-SPAN, motherfucker! 8 people just saw that!
Oh, what a fucking disaster.
Oh, man. But yeah, that was, I wanted you to see that because I thought it was hilarious when I heard about it this week. It was all over the news. I don't know how you missed it. Oh, but yeah, that was that.
What a mistake. I mean... You know,
Have you ever had a mistake that big?
Oh, I'm trying to think.
I have had a mistake that big. Not as big as like, well, I mean, C-SPAN. So yeah, probably as big as this. But have you? I mean, I can tell you mine while you think if you'd like.
Sure. I don't think I have one, but I'll try.
So I do a lot of public announcing, right? And I was announcing a bodybuilding show one time, and I remember I was going through all the sponsors and telling trying to play it up because I had to stretch for time. I'm like, ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank Pro Fitness. Pro Fitness is a big sponsor for this show. We'd like to thank them for coming out here tonight and sponsoring local bodybuilding. Give them a loud round of applause, and we'd like to thank all of these sponsors, all the great sponsors. And I listed them all off, right? Got through them, and at the end, I was like, we want you to go see those sponsors as quickly as you leave here tonight. Go see them. Go tell them thank you for sponsoring local bodybuilding. And I heard a lot of unrest after I said that because I realized as like people are kind of giggling that the last sponsor on that list was Mylan Funeral Home. And I just told everybody, go there tonight.
Hey, they got to make money too, damn it.
And
Go set up your future. I mean, well, your lack of future.
So my thing of I got nervous was, well, maybe not see all of them quite right yet. Like I tried to turn into a joke, but I was trying to steer into the skid. I was trying to Tokyo drift it into like viability.
Grab it by the goozle immediately.
Yeah. And people laugh, so I got out of it. I was like, if you're funny and you're quick-witted enough, you can kind of steer out of it. You can't just say, I fucked it up. I fucked it up.
That's your...
But still, I still had those douche chills of that. And one time, so announcing bodybuilding, not my thing, so I don't know the thing, right? I don't know how it is. About 17, 16 years ago, they started doing this thing called Men's Physique. And what it was bodybuilding, but it was guys in like board shorts walking out. It was people that really trained their upper body, didn't do a lot of lower body. So it was bodybuilding without the lower body. And then one of the people that was talking to me
so
said,
half-ass.
Yeah. So no, I mean, they're still dedicated. Let's be honest. It has completely taken over the sport of bodybuilding, by the way, now.
You don't even need legs, bro.
No, dude. Men's physique has completely taken over bodybuilding. Last bodybuilding show I did, there was like 100 and something competitors in men's physique and like 4 bodybuilders.
Oh, wow.
And I remember... when it happened, there was
Why
only
is this mismatch encouraged?
I don't know. But, I mean, you can't really tell when you have them in. They just look like male models. They're walking out there with these abs, and they still look like they've trained their ass off. Don't get me wrong. But to the hardcore bodybuilding community, they were not respected at first.
Yeah.
To the point where when they told me about what this was, they were trying to, because I was like, doing the whole like loading thing like in my mind, like I don't know what the hell they're talking about. And one of them said, all right, look, it's like women's figure. It's like basically women's figure was like, they're not bodybuilders. They come out there and they're supposed to be more toned but they're not supposed to be all cut up.
Yeah.
So they're like, think of it as like men's figure. So when we got up there, I started announcing, I was like, your next category is men's figure, which figure is a women's category. And I sat there for a minute, and I heard the guy, basically one of my friends, who was my coach at the time, goes, "Physique! He's down at the front, and he's telling me that I screwed up. And it dawns on me immediately, like, oh, I fucked this category completely up. And I look out at the crowd, and there's this one guy, and I swear he had a mohawk. He had like 7 protein bars in the hour that he had been sitting there, like big muscular arms. And he stands up and he gives me the devil horns, and he's like, "Yes!" And like everybody starts like, "Yeah!" Because it's a bodybuilding crowd. This is before physique took off. And I go, "Excuse me, I mean men's physique." But like by then the damage had been done.
Right.
All 4 guys walked out basically after getting kicked in the nuts. And I apologized to every 4 of them. They're like, we were just like, "Damn, dude, you're kicking us while we're down." It's like, "I'm sorry, man. I apologize." But like even the runner of the show, who was Flex Lewis, if you ever look him up, he's like a house. He's like basically like a bodybuilding, like he's in all the magazines. He was like 15 years ago. He come up to me. He's like, "That's fucking great." You know, he's like Irish and stuff. He's like shaking my hand. He's like, "You don't worry about that. You're going to be back every year because of that." I wasn't, but that was more or less something else. But yeah, it was like, I've had 2 faux pas on the microphone. So have you ever had anything like this?
I just remember like middle school. I'm thinking probably
You had to go way back.
Yeah. Probably I guess maybe like I don't know, fucking 6th grade probably.
This man's like, I ain't made a mistake since 6th grade.
Well, not one like this. And
not a big one.
Yeah, so it was some kind of goddamn like hockey.
Like hockey?
It's like hockey. You got goals, but it wasn't like lacrosse, but it was played with some kind of sticks and a ball of some sort.
Like field hockey?
I don't fucking know, man.
Okay.
It's a horrible memory. And
I don't remember us having this in middle school.
so I'm up by our goal, and I was trying to, like, they're shooting, and I'm trying to get it and get it away. You know what I mean? I wasn't the goalie per se, but it was everybody's job to or whatever.
Yeah.
And it gets shot towards me, and I fucking catch it or stop it. Somehow I stop the momentum, right?
Yeah.
All I have to do is pass it. That's it.
All right.
Just pass it away from the action. Something inside me made me do the direct opposite. And I shot that motherfucker in my own goal. And I won the game for the other team. And dude,
You're
more
like,
than
fuck it, this is my time to shine.
more than one person
I'm gonna make
was
a
like-
name for myself right here.
they're like, "Damn, why'd you do that?" I was like, "I don't know. I didn't. I still don't know."
You had to play it off like, I was damn tired. I was tired of playing that stupid game.
I don't know, dude. Like, I cannot tell you what made me do that.
You got all amped up.
No, like, it's really slow in my memory.
Yeah.
And thinking back, it was probably really slow happening, like a car wreck. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? It's fast, but I see it really slow.
Yeah.
And in that moment, it was really fucking slow, it seemed like.
Yeah.
And I have like probably half a second, and I'm fixing to do the right thing, and I fucking do the opposite. Something made me
The goalie's looking out towards the field. Like he ain't even expected this shit.
No.
That's what made you feel good. He's like, he don't even know my next move.
Something inside me made me pick the blatantly wrong option. Like, I don't know what it was. Like, that's what has fucked with me all these years.
All these years later, it's like, why did I shoot it in my own goal?
The impulse to do the worst thing possible won. I think that's what it is. It's not that necessarily I don't know.
Riley, run a lap for being stupid.
No, it was like something inside me wouldn't let me do the right thing.
When did you realize what you had done? Like as soon as
Immediately. No, you don't understand. That's what I'm saying. I knew it was wrong, like, but something made me do it. I don't understand.
I would imagine you got it and you just got confused and you just threw it in your own net like, we won.
The confusion was, do I do the right thing or the wrong thing?
You just threw it in your own net.
Yep.
And the goalie was like, what the fuck was that?
Self-nuke, bitch.
I'm going to Kurt Cobain the shit out of this.
I don't get it.
Had you talk to a counselor?
No, I mean, like, I think.
Did anybody shame you for it?
Yes, that's what I was talking about. They're like, what did you do that for? I don't know. I was like Larry Zabisco. I don't know. That's all I could say. Because I didn't know.
As y'all were putting
the nets and shit up. Seriously, it was
You're
like
having to explain.
I fucking shut the game down. I won the game for the other team. So essentially, I did make a game-winning shot. I did do the game-winning shot for the other team, and immediately I get the hate, and then the coach tells us to go put our clothes on, go get dressed.
He was so disgusted.
Yeah, it was like game winner for the wrong team.
You're having to get heckled while you're picking up the cones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was bad.
what were they saying while you're picking up the cones?
It's just like, what'd you do that for?
That's
I
all
don't
they
know.
could say. They were just so shocked. And you're just like, I don't know.
I don't know. I still don't know.
You just like out of reflex.
It's like
Satan took over.
I don't know what else it could have been. Like
Oh.
it's fucking bad, man.
Maybe they prayed really hard to win the game.
Dude.
And it was divine intervention.
But
You never see that. You would think that as much prayer goes before a game that you would see somebody inexplicably take it like that. Why'd the quarterback just take the snap on the 50-yard line and run it back to the end zone like that and just get a safety? Divine intervention. We prayed really hard for this win.
I think it's something because I've had other moments like that
Like what?
where I blatantly choose the wrong thing, knowing it's bad,
Like you have two things in front of you and you choose the wrong path.
purposely.
Yeah.
Do the wrong
That's
thing.
called self-destructive.
I don't. Why would I be that way?
I feel like that's something you need to talk to a therapist about.
Dude, I was like 11 back then. I shouldn't have been that way then.
Did it ruin your day?
I mean, I still think about it, so I don't know.
I'd imagine poor Josh didn't get any pre-algebra in that day. Or basic math, whatever you were in. There wasn't a lot of learning going on.
Don't get it twisted. It didn't ruin the whole day.
It didn't.
Oh, no. Like, I knew it was wrong, but I could quickly move
But
past
you moved
it.
on, but
Oh, yeah.
later on you were laying in your
I'm
bed
like, why
looking
did
at
I fucking do that? I'm fine with it. You know, like, it's happened.
Yeah, but I
I'm
can't go
like,
back.
why
I ain't
the
got a DeLorean.
Why the fuck did I do that, though? I was just trying to understand it, you know?
You're sitting there jerking off to the black box. You get done, you turn it off, you look up at the ceiling fan, you're like,
Won the game, but for the wrong team.
really fucked it up today, didn't I?
Hey, but at least I was a star, right? Got all the attention.
We'll be better tomorrow. Right? It's got to be better, right, guys? I wasn't really a hero today. Well, I was, but for the wrong reasons.
I was a hero to some, though, and I
It'd
guess
be-
that's all that matters.
It'd be like you ran into a burning building, right?
Didn't save
And you didn't
anything. I
save
brought a
anybody.
dead dog out.
Yeah. And the only people cheering were the Nazis because it was a Jewish hospital.
He didn't even slap the dog.
Yeah. And you're like, well, it's a win, but I don't feel good about it.
Burnt my hands on the dog.
Fucking hide. Burned to me. A skin graft right to my arms.
And I was having to look through all the closets because you know them hiding spaces.
Oh, it would have been like if you would have been at war, right? And you would have been like in the foxhole, and you're fighting these enemies off, and you just pulled a grenade and spiked it in your own foxhole.
Only the strong survive, bitch.
And
Bam.
then somehow you lived,
Yeah.
and they celebrate you as like a Russian hero.
If Mr. Brady wants to come here to live, free citizenship.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I love how I feel like Briley is a descendant of Benedict Arnold. He's like, I don't know what it is about me. I just feel like turning on the ones that are supposed to trust me. Oh,
Yeah.
my chest hurts.
I've had other situations where I think back, I'm like, that was clearly the wrong and just the bad thing to do in that situation.
It is bad when you have those fuck up moments where you think back on them like
But-
20 years later and you're
But
like, why?
looking back though, it's like,
They shouldn't have trusted me.
well, no,
with that shot.
I'm thinking, well, that's just the way it had to be because I couldn't act any other way at that
Right.
point. Something was making me do this.
If I didn't score that goal, my daughter wouldn't have been born.
Potentially.
It's the butterfly effect. I have to face humiliation if I'm going to have premature ejaculation and get my daughter. Oh, man.
Oh, what a life.
It
huh?
is funny how those, it just shows how we were raised. You know what I mean? Like how you don't get too big for your britches now. How many times did you hear that?
Oh, God.
You know what I mean? It's like that Southern thing, how we were raised. So I don't even celebrate my high moments, you know, where I do things. It's like, my wife came to me one time. She's like, you realize how many dreams you have lived? Like, you wanted to do stuff in radio. You've done stuff in radio. You wanted to do stand-up comedy. You've done stand-up comedy. You wanted to be a professional wrestler. You've done that. You wanted to do IT work. You've done that. She's like, you have done everything you wanted to do. And I'm like,
She's trying to get that insurance money.
why don't you just end it? You
About
know?
time to put a bow in it, huh?
And by bow in it, I mean that noose up there on the rafters. I need this insurance money, Richard. Come on.
Put a bow in your neck, Richard. Put a bow in your neck.
Come on, kick that stool out. Come on.
You want the best for us, right?
Yeah,
This would make our life. This would be life changing for us.
You kicking that stool up be like us winning Publishers Clearinghouse right now. I swear to God, do it.
You want us to be happy, don't you?
Yeah. But you know what I mean. It's like my wife points that out, and like all I'm thinking is like, well, I remember that one guy didn't laugh, and there was that 2 or 3
Yeah.
computers I couldn't
It wasn't
fix.
good enough
right?
when you did it. Yeah.
Right. I always underplay my accomplishments.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I've done some pretty cool things. It's like, but I always underplay them.
Yeah, with me, any positive thing that I've ever had, the majority of it, I just remember the drawbacks of it. What I didn't have with that, or how hard it was to get to that point, and how when I got to that point, it was only like half-ass what I thought it would be.
Right, right.
It was only about half of what it should be.
Because you build it up in your heads, like, I will be happy
Yeah.
when I do XYZ. Then you do XYZ successfully.
My thing is, though, as soon as I reach the top
Right.
of whatever, or as soon as I reach the goal, by the time I'm, I don't know, fucking 7/8 of the way of getting to the goal, I'm already concentrated on after the goal.
Right.
You know what I
You
mean?
can't appreciate
I can't
the
appreciate
now.
the win,
Right.
because it's not what I want, because I've already leveled up in my
Right.
head before even achieving this fucking goal that I'd already set.
Should we have a psychiatrist on to ask them what this is about?
It's probably
tell you
our
what.
parents and grandparents were never satisfied enough or something. I don't know.
My wife's cousin Pam is a psychiatrist. We could have her on here sometime.
And just like shoot questions at
Yeah,
her
just
and
throw some questions like, what does this mean?
You answer to the best of your ability, everything we ask you. And then we'll tell a
promote-
dick joke.
Right.
And then
She'd be totally cool with it.
work
She's really
that shit
cool.
into.
She's really cool. We hung out with her a lot in our like mid-20s because we were finally going to bars and stuff, and she was single, and we were going to bar like all together. We hung out all the time.
Yeah.
But she's gotten married, had a kid, moved off. But like, we're still cool. We're still Facebook. I can message her and be like, "Hey, you want to answer some psychology questions for us?"
Yeah, probably shouldn't do that tonight.
No.
Too ASCII.
Yeah.
Maybe you should do something right now. I got a few. I've got on deck right now.
Hey, I'm about to cry. Is this right or not? But yeah,
Would
I'll
I be
message-
justified in killing myself? Would it be okay?
I'll
if I did
message
it
her
for
and
these
ask her if she
reasons?
wants to be on and talk to us about it sometime, even if it's a pre-recorded segment or something. We can do that and find out why we underplay things.
I'm not. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I'm not sure I want to know all these reasons because
Could you imagine? You're like, so you're saying that when I look at my wife, I'm looking at my mother? Well, damn, you've opened up Pornhub for me pretty much, Miss Pam. I appreciate it.
is that why all these categories are the same way that they are? Is because these people already realize this shit?
Right? Is that why I love Hall & Oates? Because I was beaten with a Quaker Oats can in a hall when I was a kid.
No. My mom used to beat my ass in a supermarket.
Right next to the oats.
No, the was playing.
Oh, yeah, that too.
No, she used to beat the shit out of me at the dentist office. That's just what was playing in the intercom.
Oh, man. Yeah, you want to do another one? If you want.
I don't know, man.
It's your
We
call.
probably need to put a bow in this son of a bitch.
It's 125.
Yeah, it's more than enough.
All right, well.
Just like my dad's britches, man. He's got more than enough in there.
Or his tidy whities when he's chasing a rat off with a baseball bat.
Oh.
But Josh, if they want to follow us on social media or give us a call, how do they do that?
Well, Richard Lee on the Twitter machine. We are at P3 Radio, the number 1. On Facebook, put in that search bar, Pop Poncho, Poncho, and you'll see our photograph. And if you want to get with us the old school way, 731-300-6605, you bitchy little bitch.
Well, that's going to do it for us. For Josh Brolly, this is Richard Mulligan saying thanks for listening and good night.